Right guys, welcome back to another wee video I thought I'd do on something to do with my Corsa B actually. So, a lot of things have actually happened to the Corsa B since probably the last video, but one thing that needs done is, so basically, you probably can tell by the title of the video, yeah, I need to change the mileage. So, recently it was actually converted from cable-driven speedo to electronic again. It took me ages to try and find the wee transducer thing, but I got it and it's all been wired in correctly and properly done. Anyway, so yeah, we need to change the mileage. There's a few ways of doing this. I remember in the past I used a drill, but that took, I'm not even joking, like 2 days to do that. I'm not making it up. But recently I found another way to do it. So that's what we're going to be doing in this video. It's really quite simple, to be honest, because I mean, these Corsa B Speedos, they are so simple to work on, to dismantle and all the rest of it. So I mean, you shouldn't have any bother doing it. But the point of this video is just to show you guys how it's done, because I've not seen any videos on how it's done, to be honest. I've seen people like on the old forums telling you how it's done, but showing you it is like a completely ballpark figure altogether. So anyway, let's jump into today's video. Right, so that's the speedo we're actually going to be put into the correct mileage. I've already done this one, like, so it's actually like 62,000 miles. Yeah, that is the genuine mileage of the shell on my Corsa, believe it or not. Genuine. Honestly, look at the MOT history. It's all consistent. It's all correct, and honestly, it's bang on. Anyway, so yeah, this is one. You're probably wondering, why am I going to do both of them? Well, the reason's simple, really. This is brilliant, but I quite like this one. So this is the one we're going to be doing. So, I don't know how I'm going to do this because I'm using my phone. I don't know how I'm going to set it up, but I'll do my best for you guys. I've got all the tools. You don't need that much, I mean, but I would recommend you get these really small, like, kind of screwdrivers, because you will need it. Apart from that, a basic toolbox is all you need. Anyway, I'll try and set the camera, and let's crack on. Right, so the first thing you want to do is to remove the front of the speedo, so it's only held on by clip there, and one there, and one there. So I'll remove that and I'll show you how it's done. Now, I'm going to try and do this without actually interfering with the actual needle, because from past experience, right, when you remove these, getting them putting them back on in the correct position so it's actually at the right speed is a bit of a hit or a miss. So I'm going to try a method without even interfering with that. So anyway, we need to actually remove the speedo, which is only held on by 3 torques, one there, one there, one there, and one there. So I'll remove that and crack on. Hey baby, hey daddy's boy. Right, so I've removed those 4 screws. Now we're ready to actually remove the actual speedometer. I pray to God, right, Cocomelon doesn't get fucking demonetized in the background. I'm not even joking. There's actually a little connector down there. I'm going to try and separate this by hand. Well, I say by hand, by using 2 hands for a start. So I'll be back in a second. And there we go. That is your speedo, and that's a little kind of connector I was telling you about, right there. I don't know if it's going to focus because it is only a fucking Samsung, but yeah, that's that really. Right, so you're probably thinking, well, why not just like use a screwdriver just to try and flick them around? But they're actually all kind of locked in place, you know. Now, what actually is doing that is a few things. It's this like thing along the top here, and it's also this kind of cog here. So basically, what you want to do is pop this little cog here off first using like a wee screwdriver. It's not hard to get off, you just basically pop it that way. Then what I did is use like a little kind of punch or something along that lines to try and like basically dislodge. Chester, Daddy's trying to do a video and I can't hear. Anyway, yeah, so what you want to do is you want to try and like basically kind of disconnect this kind of these cogs from the actual numbers. What I did, I just took like a little kind of a tiny little screwdriver and just basically knocked it out from that way with a hammer. So basically, it's basically disconnected. I'll do that now. Obviously, first we'll remove this cog, and then we'll do that, and then we'll see how we get on. Right, so yeah, now the next bit I want to do is try and knock out this. There's no right or wrong direction to push it out of, to be fair. I don't think there is anyway. I'll probably do it this side, it doesn't really matter, to be fair, but yeah, I'm going to get a little screwdriver. I'll try and set up the camera. I know I said this previously, but I need to do it for this bit, because this bit is quite important. So yeah, let's crack on. I'm like, oh wait, that just legit just pop out. I didn't even need to use any force on that. Yeah, so you can see that's now moving about there. So yeah, this thing should kind of just lift that. Now that this thing's actually loose, it shouldn't actually be connected to these things here. So yeah. So, but what I'm basically going to do is, got myself like this tiny little kind of flathead, this thing here. And I'm basically just trying to like flick that round to my desired mileage. So I'll try and set up the camera and I'll show you that. Right, so they say the mileage I want it to be at is like, what was it, 62,000 or something like that. So we've got the 6. This is so awkward to try to like not to the camera and stuff. I'm not even joking. But oh my god, this is so annoying. Oh, so basically that needs so yeah. Right, so I need to try and get I need to try and get the 5. I need to try and get the 5 to like a 2. Right, there we go. So you can see it turning now. Though I'm not breaking anything or not. This is just so awkward, guys. Yeah, definitely smash that thumbs up button, guys. So like, that's at number 1. I'll put it to 0. So that's fine there. So as you can see, that was pretty easy enough. So once you have your desired mileage, what you want to do is, now obviously you can see where my end is disconnected, just knock it in from the other side with your little hammer or your little screwdriver, and then that'll be it. Right, that's 1 mileage sorted, and we didn't break anything. I mean, this circuit board is actually quite easy to remove as well if you needed to remove it for any reason. It's only held in by like, what, 4 screws. Yeah, again, these things are pretty simple. It's pretty good. I'll show you how we, you know, kind of like thing around that, and there's be kind of motors there and all that. That's your reconnector, which I said there. Anyway, let's get this back in. And there we have it. That is how you change the mileage on a Vauxhall Corsa B Speedo. Now, this process is probably the same for the Tigras of this era. Really, Chester? So apparently I'm not doing a YouTube video, I'm going somewhere else. Now, obviously the process, I'm not too sure, I can't remember from memory, but it might be the same or similar on a cable-driven one. Some did mention that to me on Corsa B UK. Just something to bear in mind, I did do a video on a cable-driven one, I think, where I stripped it down and all the rest of it, so go back and watch that video as well. You might be able to see how it's done. I can't remember from memory, but anyway, that's it done. And yeah, really easy, simple. You don't need any specific tools of that, so yeah, job done. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little kind of helpful video, and I know I've not been doing YouTube much recently. I do need to get back into it, if I'm honest. When I'm actually into YouTube properly, I do quite enjoy it. There will be more content coming on my Corsa B side to let, so watch out for that too. Because it's going to be going on the road soon, and I can't wait. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. You know, guess what, right? I literally just wrapped up the video, put it back together again, and I found this.